Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and today I'm going to have a look at this new poster they put out on the Warhammer Community, because I've got a bit of a wound and I figure I should do this. Let's give this a shot. Also, it says that it's for Codex Space Marines, the weapons and wargear updates, but it seems to be like it is for all Warhammer 40k armies that happen to have these weapons or wargear. So let's go through it and see what the differences are. So, Codex Space Marines weapons and wargear updates. The biggest and best ever codex of the Space Marines is on its way soon. You saw the codex show on Saturday, right? One of the biggest changes is that some of their most commonly used weapons are receiving upgraded profiles that are truly worthy of their potency in the lore. However, it's not just the Adeptus Astartes who will benefit from all the shiny new rules found within the next codex. These changes will be rolled out to all the other factions that utilize the same wargear, even Xenos races such as the Tau, Empire, and Eldari, at the same time the codex is launched. The release date of the codex, these all take place. Look at all that nice terrain. Distracted. Okay, so today we're showcasing a selection of these new weapon profiles. So that shall not be all of it. I wonder. Well, I suppose that the codex will come out with all the weapon profiles available to Space Marines, which should be a broad few. I imagine they'll show everything when it comes out. Okay. As well as highlighting some of the units that will likely benefit the most from the changes. Let's take a look. Flame weapons. So, the Flamer, the regular old Flamer, used to have a range of 8, and now it has a range of 12. Yay! I mean, I don't actually use that many Flamers. And the Flamestorm Gauntlet has a range of 12 as well. No other change except for that it has a 12-inch range instead of an 8-inch range, which is great for when you deep strike in or arrive from strategic reserves and fire upon them. So that's pretty awesome. And this says that the people who benefit, I guess, the most from it are the Tau Empire XV8 Crisis Battlesuit teams, the Adeptus Sororitas Dominions, the Space Marines Primaris Aggressors. I think my Retributors, I haven't built my Retributors, but I'm going to be building my Retributors and sticking them in emulators, so I think this is going to be great for them too. On the other hand, well, we'll see. The emulator has a specific flamer, so I imagine it's not going to be changing. Combi Flamer. So yes, of course the Combi Flamer would adjust to have the same range to the new Flamer, and that means Chaos Space Marine Terminators, Space Wolves, Wolf Guard Terminators, and Space Marine Stern Guard Veterans in a drop pod help out with that. Now, the Hand Flamers may be smaller in design, but wow, they're also 12-inch range. Hand Flamers used to only have a 6-inch range, but now, yeah, a pistol D6-3 and AP 0 damage 1. So the only change to this one, besides the wording of the ability is a little bit different, but it means the same thing, is the range is doubled. So you can shoot your little Hand Flamers, which is great. Hand Flamers will be receiving an improved range. We suspect that the subtle influence of a Genestealer cult might have been involved, as Hand Flamer toting squads of acolytes will certainly be effective when emerging from cult ambush. Oh yeah, that's right. I used Genestealer cults in Kill Team. I don't think I used Hand Flamers very often. Too many aberrants, and Genestealers in my Genestealer cults Kill Team. Oh, and Rock Cutters. Yeah, Rock Cutters. Okay. Genestealer Cult Acolytes, Blood Angels Death Company, and the Adeptus Sororitas Seraphim Squad, which I really should put together, are going to benefit from the adjustment of the Hand Flamer. That's cool. Finally, the heavy flamer is also increased from 8 inches to 12 inches. Oh, my poor little penitent engines can actually fire at something before they die, racing across the battlefield. Ah, that's great. Alright, so who benefits from the heavy flamer? Adeptus Sororitas Retributors, yes. Blood Angels, Ball Predator, and the Astra Militarum Chimera. Melta weapons. 2 tank busting stalwarts of the Imperial Arsenal are also due for a boost, this time in hitting power. So the multi-Melta has a heavy 2 instead of heavy 1. Pretty certain that was the difference. Oh, right, and its abilities. Each time an attack made with this weapon targets a unit within half range, that attack has a damage characteristic of d6 plus 2. So it used to be you would just, if it was in half range, you would roll 2d6 and choose the better one, which would be a maximum of 6, right? But now you have a minimum of 3. So it's 3 to 8 damage instead of possibly more often getting 3 plus, I guess. Now it's definitely a minimum of 3, and it has increased to a maximum of 8. So that is a great change. Multi-Melta. Oh yeah, my sisters, it's been a while since I played them, but my sisters have multi-Meltas. They are hiding in, as far as I'm aware, you're still allowed to use them. We'll see when the new compendium comes out, but the repressors, that's a Forge World model, the repressors allow me to shoot my multi-Meltas out of the tank while my sisters are still in it. Yes. Retributors again benefit from this. Space Marine attack bike squadrons. And Devastator squads. Combi Melta. Melta gun from the Combi Melta is unchanged, except for, again, we now have a damage range of 3 to 8 d6 plus 2, which is great. Melta guns. Nothing else has changed in any of it except for that ability. Now we've got a damage characteristic of, well, at half range, a damage characteristic of d6 plus 2, which is great. Adeptus Sororitas Dominions, Blood Angels, Death Company, and Chaos Space Marine Terminators win in this increasing. I do like all of these changes. I mean, it's something to remember, something more to remember, but hey, if you're getting into the game now, or if you're okay with changes that improve your weapons, this sounds good to me. No problem. Heavy bolters. Heavy bolter. These weapons don't mess around, as they fire fist-sized, heavy, explosive, armor-piercing ammunition. The destructive power of these upscaled bolt gun rounds is about to be fully represented with an improved damage characteristic, as in 2 damage instead of 1 damage. Retributors, the holy trinity of weapons. Indeed, a Lehman Russ Exterminator and Bane Blades. Improve on that. Heavy bolters. Pretty certain the new Skitarii helicopter loves to use heavy bolters, I think. Hunter Killer Missiles. Oh, it's a Hunter Killer Missile. You know that thing that you think, you know, I might as well add it on. I've got the points and it always misses. That guy. Yeah, that's the one. On your Exorcists, that never hits. You go, hey, I might as well take it. And I might as well throw it away because it doesn't hit. Now, what they do? They increase the strength on him. So now it's a strength 10 instead of strength 8. And yes, you can only use it once. It's a one-off thing, no problem. And now it's going to be even better when you don't hit. because if you had hit, it'd be strength 10 weapon instead of strength 8. But hey, that if you have the extra little bit of points, you might as well really add them in so that you can make the opponent enjoy himself when you miss with it. Astra Militarum Sentinel Squadrons use them. Space Marine Rhinos or Adeptus Sororitas Rhinos use them. Oh, I've never used the Rhino for the Adeptus Sororitas. Just exorcists and repressors and emulators. Really gotta finish doing that army. Okay, any other vehicle that can have them? Yes, I see you. I see you. Adeptus Sororitas Hunter Killer Missiles. Okay. Melee weapons. Right. The chainsword now has an AP of -1, which we saw when I was playing my intercessor, assault intercessor squads. Each time the bear fights, it makes 1 additional attack with this weapon. Such a nice weapon. It's great. Great little melee weapon. Free. Space Wolves, Blood Claws, Chaos Space Marine, Khorne Berserkers, and Space Marines Assault Squads or Assault Intercessors have this new Astartes Chainsword. Oh, and these power weapons have gone up by 1 in their strength, which is nice. A power sword receive a strength bonus to emphasize this devastating attack. So the power axes have +2 strength, the power maul has +3 strength, and the power swords, which are on my superiors, my sister superiors, have a +1. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. So the people who win the most out of that are Howling Banshees, Vanguard Veterans, and Crusaders. Cool. Storm Shields. Oh, I like the Storm Shield. I used it when we were doing that little combat and I was using the Space Marine Captain. And I noticed that he has a +4 invulnerable save. Okay. And in addition, add 1 to your armor saving throws made for the bear. So it used to be they had the +3 invulnerable save, right? But now it's +4 invulnerable save. In addition, add 1 to the armor saving throws made for the bearer, which is nice because there are a bunch of things that have like a whole lot of attacks. Scarabs, for example. I mean, just picking something out of the blue. Have a whole lot of attacks, not much, and not much, if anything, in the way of armor penetration. And now all of those attacks mean nothing if you have someone who has a 2+ or 1+, as it says, armor save. Nasty. Super nasty. I like it. Plus there are ways of adding +1 to your invulnerable save, at least in some armies. Space Marines, Terminator Assault Squad, Adeptus Custodes Custodian Guard, and the Dark Angels Deathwing Knights. I enjoy all these changes. Means you do have to change up your army, and you know, I'm always changing my army. For people who like to stick to their very particular army and they have painted them for years, and now things are all changing around, I suppose you would be put out by the fact that you have to adjust your army. But hey, there's probably so many changes that you would be accustomed to changing all your army around again, right? I always change my army around. I can never figure out what I want to play. I always like to do something new. I'm an army builder. I don't stick to the one army. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't stick to the one army. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this format, which I can't say will necessarily be a normal thing, but yeah, it was fun while these guys recover a bit. And I said this is not a hobby-related injury. Like and subscribe, comment below everything that you thought about all the stuff that you saw, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!